she was as hands-on as you can be as a star. And to the point where she would get frustrated that she couldn't help somebody move a light or do something to set up. She really wanted to be involved, but of course you can't because she's the star and she can get hurt on something and we're all down. Swears like a sailor, hard to roll, and would give me grief every day, you know, making it harder to do my job. Just coming up and getting in my face right before a take and, you know, poking at me. So I knew I had to work extra hard to scare her. And, yeah, sweetheart.
Yes, go ahead.
This is for y'all, all of you. What were your favorite kills in the Friday the 13th series? Halloween. I'll touch it. My favorite kill on Friday the 13th, you know, I'll touch that. I like watching Betsy Palmer's head gets chopped off.
You blew your chance, man. Go ahead. Yes.
This is for Wallace. For, I guess, independent filmmakers, what would you recommend for them to do to try to get themselves noticed and try to get a film career?
Well, it's changing. 15, 20 years ago, I would have said you got to go to Hollywood or New York, and that's that. People are making films out of their trunks of their cars now and achieving some success at it. So I would say let's go a little deeper. Read a lot, write a lot, get involved in a local theater company. Talk a lot with your friends about life and about politics and about the world, and find out as quickly as you can if you've got any fucking thing to say. And if you do, jump at it and tear into it. Going to one of the big film center towns is very helpful, at which point you must be prepared to go and work for free on a couple of movies, loading Cokes into coolers and stuff like that while you make some friends and get into the network, and you have to be insanely determined.
Or lucky.
Can I ask you a question about that? I mean, a lot of people, they want to become directors without being screenwriters and learning that. Do you think learning the art of screenwriting is important?
Well, unfortunately, I think it's less important than ever, Brian. There's a rich new avenue of film directors who came in by way of like commercials and music videos, and I think we're still in the phase of the art where surface tension and visual style have become far more important than content, and that's just a swing of the pendulum back and forth. So all those deeper values are still important, but right now maybe not as important as having real flair, visual style, flair. But the audience will get tired of that soon enough, so you still better bring something with you that goes deeper.
There was a great line that David and I they were talking about this. John kept bringing it up about how they keep making sequels and stuff. And there's a great line that David Mamet played. Basically, he says, our job as producers is to make the same movie that made money last year.
Yeah.
You know, just kidding.
Yes. Okay.
Mr. Cyphers,
Yeah.
do you prefer to be associated with Halloween or Major League?
Both. I like working in both of them a great deal. Major League was a little more fun. We kind of came in on a seat of our pants on Halloween. But, Major League had a lot more time, a lot more money involved, and it was, you know, not the hurry up kind of thing. So they were both great to work on.
Somebody else, okay, yes.
Yeah, this is for Chrales. I'm always going to be in a blog.
My recollections.
Yeah. Also, Cyphers.
Oh, Bonnie, you want to go first now?
Yeah. chop shop the birds. It's just gorgeous. Country and isolated, and one of the things that I like remembering is it was before computer generated stuff and effects, is watching Tommy Lee down the end of the street with a couple of fans and fog boxes trying to make the fog thick enough,
Go where we wanted it to.
sinister enough. I loved being up there. That was great. I think John and Adrienne, who he was married to at the time, or going with.
They were just
dating
underway.
They bought a house up there in Inverness. Yeah, it was great. And Jamie Lee, she was a lot of fun to work with. I got a kick out of the script, the way it was set up, that I picked her up in the truck and she offer her a sip of my beer that I'm drinking between my legs, I think. And she had a sip and then said, "Are you weird?" And my answer was, "Yes, I am weird." And then it cut to the two of us in bed. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed the fog a lot. Yeah.
My stuff was all in the studio. It was I walked in there and that was it. Everything was in the studio. So and I had somebody off to the side reading her lines, which is not uncommon. Sometimes they're better than others. So that's pretty much how that came about. And I didn't have the great experience of being up with you guys.
Yeah. Chuck, tell me, I don't even know. Did we even see?
No.
Was your body in the weather shack, or were you gone when we went in? You remember?
I got garroted, I guess. When the door comes off, and I said something to her like, somebody's knocking on the door, and they're not going to like finding me home. When I go to the door,
I don't think Chuck and I even met.
no, we didn't.
Movie magic.
Yeah. Movie magic.
Next question, go ahead. Yep.
This is for Chris. How was it working with Josh Hartman on this show?
Josh was new, man. He'd come off a modeling gig. He showed up kind of super casual, you know, just hanging out, doing his thing, and he was really cool. He was very nice to me the whole time. In fact, I think, looking back, it's kind of funny because I remember him coming up and being very deferential when he first met me, you know, "Hi, Mr. Durand," and doing all this stuff, and now, of course, you know, took off to the moon. I saw him at Pearl Harbor when I was out there last, and, you know, Raymond said hi. He's still the same guy. Really down to earth with me, really kind of low-key. Yeah, good guy.
Yes, go ahead. Yep.
How was it like working with Donald Pleasance? And for the Michaels, what was your favorite kill in the Halloween movies?
With Donald Pleasance, I worked first with him in Escape from New York, briefly, but I found him to be one of the most professional guys I've ever worked with. He knew everybody's dialogue, and you know, just a consummate professional. He wasn't one that would hang around in the chairs, which they had for the actors. You know, they had Atkins' name on the one and Tommy's name on the other. And, you know, he was in his room. He was quiet, but he was really a pro. And then having the privilege to work with him throughout the Halloween 2 movie, it was just. It's really hard to describe when you work with a guy like that. It's like the same thing with Mr. Carter or Tommy. You know, or Tom. It's such a privilege to work with these guys. I mean, I can't begin to tell you, even these fellas, you know what I'm saying? The different stunt guys I work with. But my favorite kill was the hot tub scene in Halloween 2. But although everybody thinks, you know, I've had guys come up and say, well, whatever, you know, what? I said, I didn't even see those things until I saw the movie. Everybody else saw them before I did, you know? But Susan, Pamela says that she's a sweetheart. I've got a great still of her at home, which she said, "Don't you ever release that on YouTube."
Yeah, I had a, Donald was like, an actress, when you have somebody like him that you can bounce off of, that's great, because, you look in this guy's eyes and they're going, and you go, this dude's off. No, but I mean, top-rate professional. I mean, he was there, and it was just wonderful to work with him, and I am really glad I had the experience to bounce off of someone like him, because it raises you up. That's pretty much it.
My favorite kill on Halloween has to do with the cutting room. Down in the kitchen when your boyfriend, Bob, sorry. I don't know the names of these guys.
He was getting me a beer.
Well, and he never got back with the beer. Instead, he got like thunk up on the wall. And we're sitting there watching that scene, and John was sitting close by watching it. We looked at it. Very satisfactory. And I don't remember how we came to it, but we decided to put a few extra frames on the end. It was like, okay, the guy kills him, he stands there a minute, and then you cut to the next scene. And we put a few frames more on. It was like, hey, that's just kind of holding. Let's put a few more frames. We went up feet after feet after feet after feet, and discovered that in the room, Nick had kind of started admiring his handiwork, while he was sitting there, because he just kept rolling, and it was like, yeah, I did that pretty well, didn't I? So we wound up putting back, it must have been 20 more seconds. I don't know how long it goes on in the movie, but it said suddenly so much more about the shape and what's going on in that really twisted mind of his. He's not just killing these people, he's actually admiring his work. Oh no, I'm scareder than I was before. So I thought that was nice subtlety, to just hang on there for a while longer.
Yeah.
Ryan, you had
Tommy's right. One of my favorite, John Michael Graham's death is just, it's a beautiful work of elegance. I like the way it's lit, I like the way it's photographed, I like the way it's cut together, from the hand, when John Michael Graham goes downstairs, Michael's behind that door. No, he's behind that door. He's going to be behind one of these doors. There he is. The hand to the neck, the raised, the feet off the ground, the close-up of the two faces, the stab, the silence. It's a real nice cinematic work of art, the tension, the feet going down. It's just, and you just feel chills. It's one of those moments where if you brought your date, you're both going this. So I really like that, And I also like the sudden humor, because, it's a very frightening scene, and then a couple seconds later, there he is in the sheet, and there's a sudden tension release, because you know that the PJ's about to die